do the other side. When you finish, the top line is not looking so great. So if you keep going both sides, you keep adjusting, you know. So and you try as much as you can to make the dog even on both sides, you know. Sometimes it's very hard to get it perfect, equal, but that's what you're striving for, to get both sides. And if you were gonna make any mistake, you try to make the mistake on the non-judge side, with the dog right side, the right leg right side, because this side will be mostly facing the judge, you know. Not all the time, but mostly. So you don't want to make big mistakes on that side. Stay. Another thing is, is try to get your dog trained on the table, you know, as much as you can. Because this will help your grooming as well. Oh, you see how the hair is growing here? So grab the long hair. Look, you can see, I already see that here is slightly shorter, but I have this long hair, so I have to blend. So little by little, I'm taking a little look. Take a look. Hope you'll be able to see. Look, I'm taking a little lifting. Look. See how it starts to blend, and you keep doing that. I will come back to here, but you saw some of the blending already, okay? The front, you see, like I took some more here. Here still have some hair, so I have to clean it up. Do the same thing. No, stay. It's warm here, buddy. Stay. Knife here today. Here. Even the knife, I got only the very tip of the hair. Okay, like you can see, there's still got kind of a layer of hair here that we have to deal with. So sometimes I also do this here, lift and pull to take a little bit of the thickness of this layer. Stay. No, stop. Stay. Hey, stay. No. Stay. Let's get the brush, give a little brush so we can see if the hair is lying better. Lifting and pulling the long hair. Okay. As you see here, sometimes what I do, I lift, see what I have to see to even out, staying here. So when I'm grooming, I'm doing the heavy lifting, take the most amount of hair, but I'm not finishing the dog yet because I need to first bait and dry the dog. Like, I'm not gonna bait the top line in this part here, but the furnishings, this part here, legs and the front here, head, not the tail, the rear and the legs, back legs here. So I'm gonna bait that, and then I'll groom a little bit more. Then I'll prepare the dog for the show, like I would do at the show, and then I finish it off, the fine details. Because you can only say you finish grooming a dog when you prepare them for the show, and then you look, because when you prepare them for the show, some hair will pop up. You see that once you backcomb certain areas, the hair didn't stay the way you want, or is still a little big, too big, or uneven. So then you finish it off at that point. Stay. I always hold the base of the tail. Okay, if you're gonna groom here, hold the base. And then do some of the brush. Okay, so yeah, I can put my finger here. Can you see here, as I put my finger, how much hair there is up to? So you want to leave some hair. You don't want the dog to be very short, okay? But because he doesn't have as many layers as I would like, I'm gonna short him up a little bit more, so the hair won't be too floppy and moving everywhere as he moves. So it's better to do that than have a dog moving, the hair moving everywhere once the dog is moving in the ring. So keep coming back to the front, adjusting the front a little bit. This part of the front I didn't do yet, so you can see where there's bumps on the dog, you see? So that is where you first pull, you know? Because what means is there's some layers of hair, or the top hair is too grown up, that it starts to curve, and therefore start to make these bumps on the lines of the dog. So you have to try to smooth that out. So I go over and a little bit, I'll go back and forth. You see how I'm moving around? I'm moving around and I lift. See, there's a lot. When I tip up here, there's a lot of hair going up still. So, and when the dog move his head to a side or to the other side, the hair lifts, and you can see, if you can see that, it's probably because it's too big. Notice, I'm not pulling this way. The hair, it starts to come this way, so I'm pulling this way. When I go up here, I pull backwards, okay? So you adjust as you go around of the dog, you know, like you groom the several sides, the side, front, back, both sides, okay, on top. If you want to see the direction you pull, I have videos on that. You guys probably have already. If you don't, look, you can ask me for the other series of videos that explain a lot of stuff. This series, it's for not the very beginner, you know, these videos here, not for the very beginner. It's for the person that already have groomed a few times, and either they want to get better, or for people that already groom but they have the difficulty of getting, it's difficult for them to get a dog that is overgrown and transform them into a show dog, like we're gonna do today. So with this video, I'm sure everybody will be able to do it, okay? See what I'm trying to even out here. Okay, let me see here. Stay. There's magic here. Maybe do a little bit of this leg. Brush up. And pull down, grabbing only the tips here, okay? I'm trying to make it shape of a column. Some people like the bell bottom. I don't do much. Certain dogs that even looks nicer, but I don't do that much. I'll get two straight column most of the time, and that's probably preference. So same thing here. Put my hand here. As I can see, you see there's some long hair. I'll make it meet the end of the leg. Okay. Stay. Stay. Stop, 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 stop. Shh. Okay, I didn't even get to the back. We're gonna go soon to the back. It's a big job in the back, usually, because the dogs don't like much. See, there's still a bunch of hair here that as I lift, I get onto the tips and start to shorten them up slowly. I don't lift and go there to the bottom and pull. I'll lift and pull the tips, you know. Start on the rear, as you can see, overgrown here. And this dog could have a little bit more bump. He has bump, but could have a little bit more. So I'm gonna leave a little bit more hair here, okay, up here, to give the impression of a little bit more bump. Okay. So as you can see, the important thing here is to give the dog show the good angulation. Sometimes, hey, stay. So sometimes the dog have angles. He has a good angulation in the rear, and I'm gonna show that. So you see how the hair is growing here, as you can see from the side. So I wanna show the angle here. So I'm gonna take some of this hair. Same thing on the other side. Stay. Good boy. A little brush so you can see where the hair lies. Good boy. So there's this hair in the middle. You can pull here a little. I start up here, okay? So this has to be clean. So let's use some chalk here. Okay, and start to pull. Look the direction I'm pulling. Not from the side, not up here, not straight from the bottom, slightly on an angle. Stay. You have to understand, this is a part where dogs don't like much, so you have to be patient, okay? You have to be patient. You slow down sometimes the pulling, okay? This is the hair from the back here that's coming up the tail, so. So if there's too much hair going around here at the bum, you can clean it up a little bit, right where the butthole is. Okay, I clean it up a little bit with the thinning shears, just so I can see, and then I'll continue. Continue to pull. Mind you, I don't want to pull too short here, because what I said, I was gonna leave a little bit more hair to show a little bit more bump. Okay, as he gets tired there, I leave him alone in the rear a little bit. I don't want to keep pushing. Hey, and then I'll come to another part. Stay. Come to the side here. Still have some hair to take here. Stay. No, boy. Stay. He's being a little feisty. I guess he's not being groomed for a while, so I want to extend the neck here, okay? So I'm pulling a little bit more here. Just picking up the chips, evening out. Remember, again, this is not how you should do it. I explain in other videos how you should special your dog. You should groom them at least once a week. You know, where you sit there for 25 minutes to an hour and pull some hair and start to create the layer. Okay? But if you have to do this, there's a way. You still can groom. It's not gonna look its best, but it's gonna look good enough to be show, and you don't look as such as a bad groomer, because the dog, you can make the dog look look like he's been groomed. So this is how you do it. Remember, look, I can see 2 layers here. So what do I have to do here? You see, you can see here, this is a layer that have overgrown and it's thicker. This is the hair that comes from the skirt. So what I'll start to do here, I'll lift and I'll start to take the long hair here and try to match this other hair here on bottom. Sometimes when they're too thick, this part is too thick, you want to take the thickness a little bit. So you lift and pull slightly. Take a little bit of the thickness. Always, don't forget to always, as you do, you brush a little. So you see, when you brush after you do it, it shows how much progress you have made. You can see the neck, it's already start to show this in this side here. So I'm using the Larsen knife to speed up the process, but being careful not to pull too much and then get the dog, well, look, lifting, and I'm still taking the long hair with the knife. But the thing is, because it has the teeth, it never should be sharp. It should never be sharp. The dull these knives are, the better. When they are new, they are too sharp. So they get better with time. This is it's a tool that gets better with time, because they shouldn't be sharp. Okay, you see how I'm shortened here to try to separate the body from the leg here. So it shows that the body is short and here the leg starts. Okay. Hey, stay, boy, stay. Go back, the front again. Let's go back to the rear, work a little bit more in the rear. Okay, I'm still taking this side. Look how big it is here. It is. So I'm still taking, but I take it a little because I'm gonna leave a little bit more than usual, because I'm gonna want to give him a little bit more bum. Okay. Sometimes you lift here, you see the hair is coming here to the top, then you can try to show a little, hey, stop. Try to show a little bit of the calyx here in the rear. You don't have to, and mainly in my case now because of what I said, but that I'm gonna leave a little bit more hair, but in many cases you can show the calyx both sides here. Okay. Look the dog from all sides. So look from the front. You see there's still some hair here, okay? But I don't go here and just pull. I go to the side here and then I start to pull, because I don't want to pull too much and then get the dog not looking great. Stop, stop. As I'm going to the side, I want to keep this because there's a lot more hair here and I'm leaving it, okay? Because I want to make a good transition between the neck and the top line, which is the withers. You guys excuse my accent, you know? I remember when I first moved to Canada, couldn't speak English, and I was already 29, so forget about losing the accent, you know? So, but I think at least for the most part people can understand me, so it's never been actually a big problem. But nevertheless, sorry if that bothers you. Stay. Hey. Stay. You see that I haven't touched the head yet, and that's for a reason, because I don't groom dirty heads, because hair is stuck, and you make a big mistake on the head, you're done, at least in my opinion. So I want the hair to be easy to separate there, so a clean hair in the head is the best for grooming. So if I had time, I would bathe him one day. I would do this grooming, bathe him in the head and everything, and then the next day I'll continue to do the head. But if I'm in a tight spot, I still can dry well and still can groom the same day. See, as I groom, I keep looking, you know, I keep looking how is the hair laying on the back, you know, it's straight, it's too much here going up, so do I have to take more here? Okay. And one thing that I haven't mentioned, but because I assume people know already, but I'll say here, first thing to become a good groomer is to know the breed, you know, to know the qualities and faults of the breed, how you want your West to look like, what's important, what's not, even for you as a breeder, you know. So then before you start grooming, you access the dog and make sure you know what are the qualities and faults of that dog, because that will help your grooming a lot, you know. That will help your groom to look really good, because then you know, oh, I need to leave more hair to cover a fault, I need to take more hair here to show the dog's quality here, I cannot cover this quality, you know. So I've seen, and probably most of you have seen sometimes, a very beautiful dog but was groomed poorly, and the dog is, like when you saw the dog, you said, this dog is good, it could win. It didn't, and not that a groom will make the dog lose, but if your grooming is emphasize the faults and hiding the qualities, you're not helping your dog either, you know. So